How you doing there, everyone? It's your guy Affinity 8 back with another world weather and events update. Didn't think I'd be posting another video this soon, but there's a tropical cyclone Zelia has rapidly increased overnight from a category 1 to a category 4 near Port Hedland, Karratha, the top of Western Australia. This one was expected to be just stay basically a tropical low, like category 1 storm, but has quickly developed in the last 24 hours, but more so in the last 12 hours. It has a small eye on it at the moment, which means near the centre is incredibly strong winds. A lot of that cloud already moving southeast into the interior, and from the forecast at the moment is expected to weaken to a category 3, but will still be a quite strong system with heavy rain and strong winds. So yeah, sitting just like maybe 150, 200 kilometers off of Port Hedland at the moment, and is expected to move just slightly southwest and make landfall in between Karratha and Port Hedland. I'll just show the tracking now. So yeah, Cyclone Zelia, category 4, currently winds at 122 knots. Yeah, it went from a 3 to a 4 in about an hour. I just checked this an hour ago. So expected to make landfall tomorrow. Well, I mean, it's already making landfall now, but the eye will make landfall closer to Port Hedland than Karratha as a category 3. Winds over 200 kilometers an hour near the centre, so still very strong winds. So yeah, it just dips slightly southwest. Okay, so now it's showing closer to Karratha. Yes, that's looking closer to Karratha than Port Hedland. So I've got winds here at 88 knots, which is still very high. That's still nearly 200 kilometers an hour just before landfall. So this will be a strong category 3, if not still a 4 if it doesn't decrease. So be aware of that, because just because I say it's going to weaken doesn't mean it will. seen what typhoon season's been like this year. Oh, last year, sorry. Still the same season though, summer in the tropics. So yes, Friday 14th. So landfall Friday morning. Near Karratha. And then by Saturday, moving through the interior, heading more westerly. And then by Sunday, I showed this in my last video too, this is supposed to move actually all the way down to like Perth. Yeah, sort of goes out towards the ocean a bit again. Of course very weak by then, but it might bring some storms and rain to Perth and southern parts of Western Australia. I'll just show the rain and storms predictions for that. Quite intense center on this storm. Zelia. Look at that. 100 millimeters of rain expected. Probably more in some places. And still quite strong as it goes over the interior as well. Thunderstorms all across the top end there, from Catherine all the way down Broome to Carnarvon, and then only starting to weaken as it gets down past Carnarvon, but still bringing storms to Kalgoorlie and possibly Perth as well, Albany. So yes, it goes all the way down, this one. It's just stopped raining in Queensland finally. No other large systems to worry about at the moment. Just Zelia. There's this other storm over here, I think is Vince. That's going to move southwards towards Antarctica in the next few days. That system I talked about near Madagascar, Mozambique, has looked like it's going to come in later and more southward. So once again I'm looking in the 14-day forecast, and this one moves across into southern Madagascar. Last video I showed it coming in north. Now it's showing one coming in more southerly. Still looking fairly strong, like a category 2 or something. So I'll be watching out for that in the next week and a half. Whether that goes through to Mozambique or South Africa or not, who knows? Have to wait and see. And earthquakes. Santorini still shaking quite heavily. The actually earthquakes have intensified in size, and there's actually been more of them as well. This is showing the last 7 days earthquakes above 4.5, and these are the last 3, one of them being a 5.0, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 category, 6 magnitude 5 and above in the last 7 days. Everyone wondering what's going to happen there. Also, there was a very large 7 point. Oh, hang on a sec, I'll just find it. Near Cayman Islands, 7.6, I think. And then several aftershocks. This was 4 days ago. 7.6, 10 kilometre depth, very shallow. Georgetown, Cayman Islands, and they were on tsunami watch for several places around around the Caribbean. Where's these aftershocks? Most recent being a 4.8, Honduras. Still on the same plate though. If I go to the today, everywhere's looking very quiet, which is a bit worrying. If we look at the whole world, it's very quiet. Except for a 5.0 Japan, 5.3 South Sandwich Islands. Everywhere else looking very quiet, which is a bit worrying. Something about to happen. Back to Santorini. There's so yeah, this is the last day, 2.5 and above. And even if I show the last day all magnitude, it's still only coming up with these 2, 4, 6, 8 earthquakes, all of which are above 2.5 plus anyway, so compare that to the 7 days all magnitudes. Look at them all. So there's been less earthquakes this last day, but they've all been over 2.5 magnitude. But look at the difference. One day all, one day 2.5 plus is exactly the same, compared with 7 days all. So things are really quiet at the moment. Whether that's a good thing or not, we'll have to wait and see. It's all evacuated now. The government's ordered everyone out, so. But if something big happens there, it will affect quite a large area, especially being a semi-submersed volcano, like we've seen with the Tonga one. That did a lot to the planet, actually. Put 3 times the amount of water vapor into the air than normally would be for the year. And also the amount of sulfur and stuff as well. But yeah, very quiet at the moment. Extremely quiet. Almost like before Iceland erupted again. Posted about that a few videos back. I had that big was it like a 6 point something on one of the main faults there, and then Iceland erupted, but before that, or after that big one, it was very quiet. Besides that, no other major swarms to talk about, or swarms or storms. Nothing else going on at the moment. So yeah, Friday morning, Karratha. checking the snowfall for Korea and Japan again. That big low that moved into Russia will probably come out the other side soon. It looks like that storm that moves into south of Japan heads northeast by Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. And by Tuesday, heavy snow again. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 19th into the 20th. Coming out of Russia and North Korea. Not clearing up until Sunday evening, Sunday 23rd, Monday 24th. Small high pressure system sitting over there for a couple of days. And then another bit moving in from the south on the 27th. So clearing up Sunday 23rd, Sunday evening 23rd, and staying clear until '25th, and then 26th, 27th. Another front moving in from the south again, by the look of it. But so yeah, up until the 23rd, it looks like solid snow for Japan. Not so much for Korea. That's due to that big low pressure moving around. Looks like a bit of a system about to move through. In tomorrow, far out, that's from all the way down New Orleans, Florida, all the way up past New York and Maine in the next 24 hours. Into Canada. Quite a lot of snowfall there for New York and Connecticut. And then Iowa, Indiana, Illinois. Next 12 hours, big storm coming through there. "24 hours. And then by Saturday, moving out through Newfoundland. No major storms to talk about for Europe. Just some snow in the Austrian Alps. Nothing major happening in Europe. Hopefully this Cyclone Zelia does decrease to a Category 3, otherwise it could be, winds over 220 kilometers an hour. Quite bad for that area. Geez, it was only Tuesday, it was only 39 knots. Yesterday it was only 61 knots, which still isn't really that much. And then today it more than doubled. So in the last 12 hours, yeah. Overnight the thing's more than doubled. And gone from a Category 3 to a 4 in the space of about 2 hours. That's all I've got for now, people. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Stay safe out there, people. Bye.